World War II, racism, the Holocaust. These events will go down in history as some of the worst things that have ever happened. In all these three topics, one person stood out. This man is Adolf Hitler. Whether we like it or not, this person has changed the world drastically. This is how Adolf Hitler changed the world. One of the things that Adolf Hitler affected was racism. Adolf Hitler was a German nationalist and believed that the Aryan race, a pure breed of white people, were superior than other people such as the blacks and the Jews. Hitler had a hatred towards minorities such as blacks, gays, Slavs, but the one group that he hated most were the Jews. When he ran for president, he took advantage of the state of Germany to get into power. After World War I, the Germans signed the Treaty of Versailles, which limited Germany's military and forced it to pay all the reparations of war. To pay off the debts for the reparations, Germany took loans from the U.S. until the Great Depression hit. To pay off the loans to the U.S., the German government printed their own money, massively inflating the Reichsmark, the German currency. This sent the German economy in shambles. Hitler blamed the government for all of this and said he would make Germany great again. He used minority groups such as the Jews as a scapegoat, infuriating the German citizens and getting Hitler into power. As Chancellor of Germany, Hitler made anti-Jewish propaganda, claiming that the Jews were the main reason for Germany's downfall. Although World War II is over, the hatred towards the Jews and the minorities still show in the modern day.
Those who do not learn from history are bound to repeat it. George Santayana. Adolf Hitler created a dramatic change in people's lives. The Nazis saw him as a leader. Today, in 2019, people still think of him as a leader. They are called neo-Nazis. Hitler's doings influenced many people of today. This caused the creation of a racist neo-Nazi group, the Ku Klux Klan. Many deaths and acts of terrorism were caused under the influence of Hitler's doings. Although there were many deaths on top of the neo-Nazis, one of them was the 1988 murder of an Ethiopian immigrant, Mulugeta Sira. The three responsible for the murder were arrested, but before their prosecution, using the death, they sent off a racist message and a threat. World War II has affected millions of lives and the future. It caused the Holocaust and created neo-Nazis. And the man who started it was Adolf Hitler. During this time, he caused many bombings, deaths, intentionally or not, and tragic events. Hitler caused a genocidal warfare and impact. He had an extreme hate for the minorities and believed that they should be executed or put in concentration camps. Adolf Hitler caused terror during his acts in World War II. He eliminated, destroyed, and controlled larger areas to fulfill his goal of world domination. His reign ended a while after he decided to take his own life, when Germany surrendered. The United Nations was formed to stop conflict between nations. The choices he made during the war heavily affected many things of the future, our lives, and our civilizations. During World War II, he created the Holocaust, and after his death, he still created neo-Nazis. Hitler heavily affected our future today.
One of the biggest events that Hitler had caused was the Holocaust. This event showed the world the atrocities that the Nazis have done. The Holocaust was mostly targeted towards minorities such as the Jews, Slavs, and the gays. During the Holocaust, people were put into either two camps, concentration camps or death camps. While the concentration camps had forced labor, the death camps directly sent people to their deaths. Weaker people were put into death camps while the strong people were put into concentration camps. Hitler's goal was to kill 11 million people in these camps. This resulted in the death of over 6.5 million Jews. At the end of the war, the Allied powers saw the atrocities that the Nazis have committed. As a result, they arrested all Nazi personnel and put them on trial in Nuremberg. These were called the Nuremberg trials. They were put on trial for all the crimes that they have committed during the Holocaust. These events shaped the future for human rights and the international criminal justice system that the UN have right now.